President William Ruto is in Gusii region in his 4-day tour, and today he was in Yamira County, where he made a serious declaration that has caused a panic in Kenya. It has made many people to debate on whatever he said. And remember, this is not the first time President William Ruto has said or rather has made this declaration. Here is the tip, but before that, kindly, if you are new here, consider subscribing, liking and sharing our content. Hit the notification bell so that you can be receiving notifications each and every time I bring you a new content.
The 60 million citizens of the Republic of Kenya will determine the destiny of our nation. Not 2-3 leaders who are full of themselves. Wawache kiburi, wawache madharau, ati wanasema ya kwamba they can threaten the Republic of Kenya, ati mutaondoa nani kwa ofisi, ati Kenya itakwama. Hakuna Kenya itakwama, nyinyi ndio mutakwama. Ama namna gani? Si wale jamaa wamekwama tayari? Mtu hana agenda, hana sera, hana maono, hana mpango, ati anatisha Kenya. Wewe unatisha Kenya, wewe unajua Kenya. Ati wananitisha mimi, wananijua mimi hawa jamaa. Nyinyi mkipima watu hapa Yamira, mkipima kwa hiyo grupu yote hiyo, iko mtu size yangu hapo? Mkipima iko mtu size yangu hapo? Watu wenye
President William Ruto was addressing the opposition team. He was referring to them as people who have no agenda. He was telling them that in as much as they may want him to get out of office, he will never leave office because, you know, he's not someone who can be threatened easily, and that the mandate of the people given by the constitution that they voted him, he can never leave office. It is a serious declaration he made, and you know, many people are talking about it. And remember, Rigathi Gachagua yesterday equally had given a thorough threat. In fact, he warned President William Ruto thoroughly, telling him if anything happens to him or any other opposition principal, then William Ruto will be gotten rid of. Many people will maybe march to State House and remove him from his seat. It was a serious threat that Rigathi Gachagua gave. Remember, Rigathi Gachagua had gone through a life-threatening rally in Kikuyu town, where the police officers, goons were mobilized to work together conjunctively to disrupt the rally that the opposition team, you know, led by Rigathi Gachagua, had organized in Kikuyu town. It was embarrassing. It was unfortunate that many people were injured. It was also bad that, you know, a journalist was injured in that melee whereby the goons were running up and down. The police were, you know, were throwing tear gas. They were beating people, disrupting the rally. And that is the reason why Rigathi Gachagua said, warning the administration of William Ruto, warning the police and telling them, in case anything happens to him, to Mother Karua, to Eugene Wamalwa, to Fred Matiang'i, if they are injured, or worse still, if anyone dies, then William Ruto, it will be the last day to be in State House. I think this thing hit William Ruto differently, and that is why today he was saying that whichever way, you can never threaten Kenyans. You cannot threaten me. I'm William Ruto. And it's like many people don't know me. By so saying, he meant that he will never, ever leave power because someone has died. He will never leave power because the opposition have threatened. And that is William Ruto for you. That statement that he made today means so many things now that we are approaching the 2027 election. Another thing, William Ruto is a very intelligent politician, and I'm very sure many people look upon him. Yeah, you know, you might not agree with me, especially if you don't like his ideas, but William Ruto, you can, you should, you know, agree with me. Someone who is so intelligent politically, is someone who is coherent, and perhaps there are some people who look upon him. So being that he was in Yamira, and you know Fred Matiang'i comes from Yamira, President William Ruto wanted to tell the crowd, especially the people from Yamira, that, you know, even if your son Fred Matiang'i is the one who will carry the ticket of opposition and actually win the election, I'll never ever allow him, or rather hand over the powers to him to lead. By so doing, he was telling the people from Yamira County and the larger Gusii region to retract, to stop following Matiang'i and the opposition team blindly, because he will be the one in office come 2027 and even after. He was sending a message, but indirectly. You know, these politicians sometimes they have some message but they cannot speak it directly. Therefore, you know, wanapita kona kona to try so hard so that the message they make sure that the message has hit the right people. And by so doing today, he wanted the Yamira people, the people from the larger Gusii region, because, you know, he knows that Matiang'i is widely accepted in the Gusii region. So by saying so, he could, kill the morale of the Gusii people from voting for Fred Matiang'i if he's the one who's gonna run, you know, for the presidential ticket. At least he kills their morale to support him, since he'll not hand over power, and he will be the one to be the president to bring or honor the promises he had given today. Another thing, right now, things are not okay for William Ruto, and he knows that. You know, he gets intelligence from all over the country. He has people who informs him, and he knows right now things are not okay. All the regions, people don't want the Ruto presidency. They don't want the administration of William Ruto. Many people, they are saying that, you know, they are languishing in poverty. Businesses are down. The poverty level is high because William Ruto and his people are looting the country dry. That is what people say. And William Ruto gets this intelligence. And now that he was in the Gusii region, he knows that Gusii region deviated long ago because of the emergence of Fred Matiang'i wave. He knows the Mount Kenya region is not with him. He knows that the Western region is now a battleground. In as much as people supported him wholeheartedly last time due to the fact that, you know, he had intruded the ODM stronghold. You know, Western region was ODM stronghold. Now that Raila Odinga of ODM has died, ODM has faded, it's now a village party, and now the Linda Mwananchi has taken roots in Western region. The governor for Trans Nzoia is there also, George Natembeya, trying to divert people from UDA with his Tawe movement. William Ruto is seeing bad things, and now he knows that people don't love him, and that is why he wants to cling to power. He's saying indirectly that he will never hand over power. In as much as whoever wins, in as much as the opposition wins, he will not hand over power, because he feels that if the opposition perhaps goes for the seat, if the opposition wins the election, perhaps Kenya will not be the same again. That is according to him. And it's something that has caused tension in Kenya. I don't know what you think, but you can write your comment down there, share with me. We will have a discussion there. Perhaps that can, form a basis of the next video that we will be preparing for you. So if you are new here, consider subscribing, liking and sharing our content. Hit the notification bell so that you can be the first one to receive our videos, especially after getting the notifications.